Hey, thanks for checking out The Solid Verbal. Now would be a great time to subscribe to the channel for college football content all off season long. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Texas now.
All right.
Let's stick within the confines here of the Red River Shootout, Dan. Texas Longhorns this season entering a very, very interesting spot. 9.5 is their over-under. They went 8-5 a year ago. There were a couple problems that held them back from a bigger season, which I'm sure we can discuss a little bit. But what is the most fascinating thing about the Texas Longhorns?
They are probably going to be a drum roll team again. A drum roll as in, here's what you hear before that high leverage moment, and what do you do when the ball is snapped? And it's fourth quarters, it's overtimes, it's fourth down, it's second halves, it's things start going wrong in the second half. Okay, they're coming back out, they're trotting back on the field. What are they going to do to correct things? It's a drum roll problem for Texas. Last year, it's going to be a drum roll question this year because it's not a talent thing. I don't think it's a coaching thing because I think there are good coaches on both sides of the ball. It's not a depth thing. I don't think it's a line play thing. It's not a speed thing. Look, they had Bijan Robinson last year. He was incredible. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it was a red zone thing as well. And so that to me is going to be the enormous question, the enormous spotlight, and the enormous talking point if they're able to get their act together in those moments this year. Because I don't see a game on their schedule after the Alabama game. I think the Big 12 slate appears to be ideal in terms of the home road splits and the teams that they play. I think the defense is going to continue to get better. We'll see where they are at corner. I think they're good at the top, but a little bit thin depth-wise. They've got star power, it seems, at both wide receiver and tight end. I think they'll be fine at running back because they're running behind a terrific line. If Quinn Ewers takes a step forward, cut off the mullet, maybe that's, streamlining his head, both literally and figuratively. Exactly. It's all just, what does Quinn Ewers do on 3rd and 9 late in the third quarter in a close game? It's all, what does he do on 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line? It's that to me is the thing. I saw a stat, I think it was from Bill Connolly, that they were horrendous at other teams converting fourth downs. They were like 87th nationally at being converted on, right? When the defense was on the field on fourth down. Did I say third down? I meant fourth down. And then after Texas allowed a fourth down conversion, they almost always allowed a touchdown. Like it mentally broke them to give up a fourth down conversion. So that to me is everything. Once again, I'll go back to it. It's drum roll because they should have disruptive players along the defensive line and all over that defense. And look, I'm still a little bit heartbroken that Oregon lost Kelvin Banks when Mario Cristobal left. Yeah. He is, I don't know, is he the best left tackle in the sport? Quite possibly.
Yeah.
And so every building block is there for Texas to win 10 or 11 games. It's just, how many times are we going to say over the course of the season, if you're Texas, you just can't lose to blah, blah, blah.
Man.
Not like that. Not like that. So that's everything to me. And I don't know if it's oversimplifying things, but when you recruit like Texas has consistently done, it's how are you mentally during the game with so many perceived advantages? And that's where we are. It's just a drum roll thing.
We're in year 3 under Sark. He's had ample opportunity now to build this thing in his image. And I think if you're comparing position groups, the best lines, offensive and defensive, in the conference, maybe not the best linebacking core. I think K-State probably has them beaten there, but they're not far off. Probably the best secondary. Defensively, they're very, very sound. And we know that they have amassed a lot of skill talent. Now, losing Bijan Robinson hurts. But Quinn Ewers, I think, stands to take a step forward. Hopefully he stays healthy this season. The receiver room, the tight end position, they're loaded there. They're loaded there. It's all kind of in position for Texas. And I don't think it's an easy schedule by any stretch. They will have ample opportunity to showcase what they can do against better competition. But this is why people are excited. We've gotten questions about why are people excited about Texas this year? What is different this year? The difference is that this has been a slow build, responsible build to get to the point where we're at now. And they have been built in a very, very solid way from the inside out.
I mean, look, if Texas takes the field with Jatavian Sanders, Jordan Whittington, Xavier Worthy, A.D. Mitchell, whatever, if they have packages featuring 4 or 5 of those guys at the same time, how many Big 12 secondaries can match up? How many Big 12 defenses have a pair of rush ends that will confuse and bother Quinn Ewers with the line in front of Quinn Ewers to the point where he doesn't have time to let one of those guys develop into a route? Everything is there for Texas to just demolish teams week in and week out. But we say that year in and year out. And so it's going to be those moments. That's all. Look, this is not a novel way of looking at Texas, but I'm not sure there's another way to say, Texas needs to prove it.